Hello, ladies and gentlemen, again. My 8th grade physical science, Mr. Hescock's back. Going to move on to our second section of chapter 1. We've just finished talking about measuring mass and volume. We did some investigations with that. Today we will be talking about atoms as the building blocks of matter. This corresponds to page 16 through 19, and it'll have the Google form for worksheet 1.2 will be your homework. So let's get started. Matter is made of atoms. So an atom is the smallest basic unit of matter. There was a Greek philosopher. His name was Democritus, which sounds a lot like democracy. He was also involved in that, who proposed this theory thousands of years ago. Not everybody bought into Democritus's theory, but today we thoroughly call them atoms from the word atomos, which means indivisible. They are so small that we have microscopes that cannot see them. Now, there are some very, very powerful electron microscopes out now. Those microscopes that are super, super powerful probably could zoom in on an atom, except under the kinetic theory of matter, all particles are moving. We can't make an atom hold still. So if we could make an atom hold still, you could look at it. But only a few of the most powerful, most expensive microscopes on Earth can do that. A teaspoonful of water has 500, million, billion, trillion, quadrillion, hexillion, heptillion, I don't know, whatever the 9 times of a billion is. That's a big number. People say atoms aren't important, but they matter. Haha, I love science jokes, sorry. Molecules are made of atoms, so 2 or more atoms put together, held together by a chemical bond, make up a molecule. It can be 2 of the same atom, or we call that a diatomic element, like oxygen in the air is O2. That's 2 oxygen atoms that have bonded together. It can be 2 different elements, and that makes it into a compound, like hydrogen and oxygen makes up water. Each type of molecule is made of different types of atoms and different types of numbers. H2O, the 2 means 2 hydrogens, 1 oxygen. So H2O is the molecule of water, but if we had H2O2, this is hydrogen peroxide and it's poisonous. This stuff, good. This stuff, if you drank it, really bad. The kinetic theory of matter. So basically, the kinetic theory of matter, kinetics means to move. And it says that particles are always moving. And depending on how fast those particles are moving, causes the matter to react differently. Those particles are always in motion of some sort. The only possible way that we've theorized to get to no motion is if we could reach absolute zero. Absolute zero in the Celsius scale would be about negative 273.3 degrees Celsius. Currently, we don't think we could possibly reach that. They've got some super refrigeration things that have gotten it down to like the negative 270 range. Outer space is in that range. So even outer space isn't cold enough to hit absolute zero. The warmer the temperature, the higher the speed of the particles and the faster those particles are moving. The faster the particles are moving, the hotter that substance is. All right, so I would like you to write some questions down and then we'll talk about them. And I would like you to write some questions down on things that would make good test questions from this section. We'll share them out, answer them, and I'll see you again. Until then, be good, be safe. Mr. Hescox signing out.